So today, we're talking Remy Ma at the Super Bowl, and we're talking about Remy Ma celebrating the 20-year anniversary of her debut album. But before we get into all of that, I need to pause for a second and talk to some of y'all, because yesterday was a lot. I did a video yesterday discussing Remy Ma and whether or not that voice in the background of her live was Easy the Block Captain. And let me be very clear, the conversation had nothing to do with the pictures that were floating around. People kept saying, "Oh, that's an old photo, that picture is outdated." That was never the point. The point was the voice. Easy's voice being heard in the background of Remy Ma's live, whether it was a phone call, a voicemail, or something else, that was the objective. And all I did was speculate, which is literally what commentary is. I asked, are they cool again? Are they back talking? Or was she intentionally playing his voice to let people know he's still around? Now, because there aren't many recent photos of Remy Ma and Easy together, what exactly was I supposed to do? Y'all tell me. Some of y'all are ruthless, okay. Ruthless. But nonetheless, let's move on. First, let's talk about the 20th anniversary of Remy Ma's debut studio album, There's Something About Remy, based on a true story. That album dropped 20 years ago today, and it gave us iconic records, Conceited, Feels So Good, Whatever, I'm Gonna Ride. Real hip-hop classics. And here's where it gets interesting. Remy's team, Remy Network, was replying to fans in the comments, celebrating the anniversary, and they said, "New music on the way. Get ready," with fire emojis. So for everyone who thought Remy was retired, thought she was done, thought the chapter was closed, no. That is not the case. She's got new heat coming, new music on the way, and I personally can't wait to see what that sounds like. Now let's get into Remy Ma at the Super Bowl, because yes, she's there. And this is not her first rodeo. I've already told y'all in previous videos that Remy was out of town. She even mentioned herself that she was jet-lagged and adjusting to the time difference. I'm honestly confused as to how people thought she was still on the East Coast. If you're jet-lagged and not used to the time difference, that means you're in a different time zone. She was not in New York. Remy is on the West Coast for the Super Bowl, and leading up to the Super Bowl, there are tons of pre-events, pre-Super Bowl parties, networking events, brand activations, industry mixers, all of that. The Super Bowl isn't just a football game, it's a massive corporate and entertainment weekend. All these companies that sponsor the NFL, partner with the NFL, donate to the NFL. They host events, roll out programs, invite celebrities, athletes, executives, and artists. And Remy Ma is right in the mix of that world. So between the album anniversary, the new music announcement, and her presence at Super Bowl events, one thing is clear: Remy Ma is still very much active, visible, and relevant, despite all the noise, the speculation, and the commentary surrounding her personal life. And we're gonna keep watching, because this story is still unfolding. So Remy Ma attended the Fanatics Super Bowl party, and once again, this is nothing new for her. She's been to this event before. She went when it was in Las Vegas as well. Remy has a history of showing up to these pre-Super Bowl events, so this isn't some random pop-out or last-minute invite. She was also spotted with Fat Joe at what appears to be a Rock Nation pre-Super Bowl brunch or networking event. Now listen, we all know the iconic Rock Nation brunch tied to the Grammys. But apparently that chapter is done, and it looks like it's transitioned into a Super Bowl version that most of us didn't even know existed. But clearly, Remy Ma and Fat Joe knew about it, because they were there, front and center. On top of that, Remy decided to hop on live and let folks know that she's not just attending pre-Super Bowl festivities, she actually goes to the Super Bowl. Because yes, she's a football fan. She was going back and forth with JoJo, basically saying, "Listen, I've been to these games. Regular season, playoffs, Super Bowl, I've been in these seats." And Remy showed exactly where she sits. Let's be clear, those were good seats. Very close to the Patriots' end zone. Definitely not the nosebleeds. Remy Ma does not do nosebleeds. It's either courtside, or in this case, field-level proximity. She's not confused about where she belongs. Now, she did make an interesting point. She said when you sit in suites, you miss a lot of the fan interaction. You're mostly engaging with the people in your suite, but you lose that crowd energy. Being closer to the field, even if you're not in a suite, gives you a better view of the game and the full experience. And honestly, she wasn't wrong. Then came the fit check, because of course it did. Remy explained that the outfit she had on originally started as a custom jacket made by a friend of hers. And this is where Remy being Remy really comes into play. She took that custom jacket to Daniel's leather and said, "I need you to break this down and convert it into a jacket and a skirt." And that's exactly what they did. That NFL-themed fit, with all the teams displayed front to back, was originally just one jacket. The vision, the execution, the fashion sense? Unmatched. This is why Remy Ma's style always stands out. She even showed what she was eating, some kind of crab potato chips, which, listen, that raised a couple of eyebrows, but hey, to each their own. That's what was on the menu. At one point, Juju went live too, but I was still watching Remy's live while she was showing all of this. And the reason I'm breaking this down is simple. This was a check-in. Remy Ma is booked and busy. She's still getting the calls. She's still getting invited to A-list events. This is not a has-been. This is not a washed up. This is not a never was. Remy Ma still gets Super Bowl invites. And what I really appreciated is that she posted receipts. Real receipts. Not AI. Not Photoshop. Not recycled content. You saw her in real time, in real seats, at the Super Bowl. So for anyone trying to say otherwise, no. That narrative does not hold up. Remy Ma showed up, showed out, and showed proof. And that's really all there is to it.